Big story. The Interpol has withdrawn the red corner notice against PNB scam accused Mehul Choksi, allowing him to pretty much fly across the globe as long as he doesn't set foot in India. The CBI said the decision was taken on the basis of imaginary conjunctures and has promised to exercise all options to get the red corner notice restored. Abhimanyu Sharma and Abhishek Datta Roy get us more on what has transpired in the Mehul Choksi saga. A willful defaulter wanted in India is now a free man outside of India's borders. Interpol's decision to withdraw the 2018 red corner notice against Mehul Choksi, one of the prime accused in the multi-crore Punjab National Bank scam, comes as an embarrassment for the CBI and the government. A red corner notice is a request to law enforcement worldwide to locate and provisionally arrest a person pending extradition, surrender or similar legal action. The word provisional is of utmost importance here. A red notice does not tantamount to an arrest warrant.
The impact of the RCN is that now basically the RCN is issued so that if he travels anywhere in the world, so it could be at the immigration, he will be stopped and handed over to India. Now this cannot happen. So except coming to India, now my client is free to travel all over the world.
So why was a red notice issued by Interpol in the first place? Choksi allegedly connived with the Punjab National Bank officials to get fraudulent letters of undertaking and foreign letters of credit issued to companies owned or controlled by him. Investigations later revealed that these transactions were being carried out since 2011 but were not recorded in the bank's core banking software. By the time the scam was unearthed and investigations got underway, Choksi had already fled the country. Later, it was revealed that he had been granted citizenship in Antigua and Barbuda. He had applied for citizenship in the Caribbean nation in May 2017, months before the PNB scam came to light.
Because of the kidnapping attempt on my client, and now it has been established by the Antigua police report, so international community takes it in bad taste that you cannot put a man homeless, he cannot come to India, and then when he has the Antiguan citizenship, you are not letting him live in peace there.
Sources say that Choksi's allegations that an attempt had been made to kidnap him from Antigua in May 2021 and repatriated to India may have gone against the CBI. The Interpol is yet to make an official comment on the matter. The opposition, however, is not holding back.
जो यहाँ के बैंकों से पैसे उठा लेके जा रहे हैं, मैं जो किसी ऐसे लोगों को प्रोटेक्शन देने वाले देशभक्ति की बात करना ये एक मजाक है।
आज केंद्र सरकार नाकामयाब रही है कि जो लोग हैं जो भाग चुके हैं देश से उनको वापस देश में लाने, नीरव मोदी हो, ललित मोदी हो, फिर आप देखिए विजय माल्या हो और अब मेहुल चोकसी हो.
CBI in its response has said that the withdrawal of the red notice against Choksi is based on imaginary conjectures and the agency is going to make all-out efforts to ensure that the notice is restored. The agency has also said that even the Antiguan authorities consider that there was concealment of facts by Choksi while applying for Antiguan citizenship.
I don't think that this is possible now because ultimately now considering all this, now the RCN has been revoked because earlier also it was issued only at the request of CBI.
There is always the extradition procedure available to us. So it's only a department where we submit our reports to ensure that we get assistance from every state which is a member of the Red Corner, which is a member of the Interpol.
But for now, the latest chapter in the Mehul Choksi saga has left both the CBI and the government red-faced. With Abhishek Datta Roy and Abhimanyu Sharma in New Delhi, this is Shireen Bhan. Well, reprieve there for Mehul Choksi, setback for the CBI and the government. Farmers are staring at a huge loss as unseasonal rains across several Indian states damage crops, hamper crop schedules. Hailstorms have reportedly ruined large acres of land in Madhya Pradesh, affecting over 5,000 farmers. Large quantities of crops in Rajasthan, including mustard, onions, chickpea, have also been damaged. Severe crop losses reported from Maharashtra's Marathwada region as well. The Met has advised farmers in Punjab, Haryana and MP to postpone harvesting of wheat and other rabi crops. Farmers have also been asked to withhold irrigation to the wheat crop. Well, the Home Ministry has now waved the green flag for the Delhi budget after stalling it on the eve of its presentation. However, for the first time in India's independent history, a state budget could not be presented on time. Delhi's Finance Minister Kailash Gehlot claimed the budget was sent to the Ministry of Home Affairs well in advance on the 10th of March. The Home Ministry claims that Delhi's Lieutenant Governor Vinay Kumar Saxena raised concerns of administrative nature on the proposed budget, and the Delhi government was asked to resubmit the budget, which it did not do on time.
कानून के मुताबिक केंद्र सरकार को बजट के ऊपर टीका टिप्पणी करने का कोई अधिकार नहीं है। जो कुछ उन्होंने किया वो असंवैधानिक था, लेकिन जैसे मैंने कहा हमें लड़ना नहीं था उनसे, हम लड़ना नहीं चाहते। हमने उनकी ईगो सेटिस्फाई की, उन्होंने 4 पॉइंट्स लिख के भेजे थे, चारों के जवाब दिए और उन्होंने बजट को पास कर दिया। कल ही कर देते यार। खैर देर आए दुरुस्त आए। मुझे बेहद खुशी है कि कल बजट पास होगा, बजट पेश किया जाएगा और ये जो एक क्राइसिस आया था वो क्राइसिस अब खत्म हो गया, टल गया है।
Well, the Delhi budget will be presented tomorrow, but the Lok Sabha today has passed the 1.18 lakh crore rupee budget for the Union Territory of J&K by a voice vote amidst opposition sloganeering, demanding a JPC probe into the Adani Hindenburg matter. The budget statement noted that the J&K state had witnessed economic growth of 15% last year. The budget statement said the economy is expected to grow at 10% in the next financial year. The IMF has approved a nearly $3 billion rescue package for Sri Lanka, which is currently undergoing an economic crisis. $333 million will be disbursed immediately, which will be raised from the World Bank and the Asian Development Bank. The IMF has emphasized that the Sri Lankan government must not allow corruption to undermine the bailout. China's President Xi Jinping and Russia's Vladimir Putin hold talks for day 2 in Moscow. The Chinese president has proposed a 12-point proposal to end the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Putin said he's open to China's proposal. Eunice Yoon gets us more on these developments from Beijing.
Official meetings for President Xi's visit to Moscow are underway, and so far the summit is about deepening ties. Russian state media has been reporting about how the two have had a very warm greeting, referring to each other as dear friend. State media there has also said that President Xi invited both Putin and the Russian Prime Minister to China. Xi predicted that Russians would re-elect Putin next year for his, quote, strong leadership, even though he hasn't officially announced that he's running, while Putin praised Xi for securing a third term and for his so-called peace plan to resolve the crisis in Ukraine, which was unveiled last month. Putin said that he, quote, carefully studied the 12-point plan, and the Kremlin says that during the 4.5-hour informal discussion that the two had yesterday, that they had a very thorough exchange of views on Ukraine. Now, the Chinese have said that Putin praised their plan's fairness and said that he is open to talks for peace. Of course, no word, though, on Russian concessions or on the preconditions that Ukraine has had, for example, all of Russian troops withdrawing. Today's talks are going to focus more on the bilateral relationship, though both sides have said that they also will be discussing Ukraine.
Eunice Yoon, many thanks for joining us. And with that, it is time for us to wrap up this edition of India Business Hour. Thanks very much for watching. Do stay tuned. The news continues here on CNBC-TV18.